you guys.
Love you too.
Love you too, kid.
We're back with Miranda Cosgrove. She stars in iCarly. That's winding up its 6th season. And she's going to be in Despicable Me 2, playing Margaret. Have you taped that already?
Yeah, we're in the middle of doing it right now.
That's voiceover, right?
Yeah, it's cool. You can go in your pajamas and you don't even have to worry.
Okay, tell me about school life. Are you recognized at school?
Yeah, people come up to me at school a lot, and I mainly notice it when it's like 9th graders come to see the campus, and then they'll like chase me into my classes and stuff. But now, like that I've been there for a while, most of the people like in my classes and stuff, they don't care.
Did they tend at the beginning to treat you differently?
For me, I feel like it's kind of good because I'm not really the kind of person that would like go up to somebody and introduce myself. So it's helped me because people will come up and like introduce themselves to me and say hi.
How about the faculty?
I got kicked out of one class the first week because I accidentally, like I had already scheduled something for the first week of school, so I was gonna miss one class, and the lady like kicked me out. So now I have to take it next semester. So there's definitely not any special treatment.
Is it a tough school?
It is a tough school, yeah. There's a lot of homework and a lot of reading.
You live on campus?
I don't live on campus. I just moved 20 minutes from campus, though. So I'm not too far.
Because some schools require you to live.
On campus?
Yeah.
Yeah. All my friends live on campus at USC.
So what about, now since you never went to high school, how about blending in?
I mean, it's pretty cool now because like in all my classes I know almost all the other kids because there may be only like 30 kids per class. So that part of it's cool because I'm friends with everybody and they know me now.
iCarly's over, right?
Yeah.
You're done with that. So you finished Despicable Me. You'll be going out on other roles, right?
Yeah, I mean, I want to try to act at the same time, but
Think it's going to be hard?
it's probably going to be hard. I mean, it was really hard to try to get all my schoolwork done while I was doing iCarly, so I have an idea of how to balance it, but it's definitely different with college.
Are all of your friends in show business?
No, my two best friends are from like the city I grew up in, and they live like 30 minutes out of LA, and yeah, I've known them my whole life.
So there's a lot of Carly in you, right?
I feel like I'm a lot like Carly, yeah. I mean, I'm different than her in some ways, but yeah.
You have a boyfriend?
I don't have a boyfriend.
That's next.
Yeah, I need a boyfriend.
By the way, the presidential election, did you vote?
Yeah, I got to vote for the first time.
Did you vote for the president?
Yeah, I was so excited.
Okay, were you active politically?
I mean, this is the first time I really like got into it, and I like worked with my parents to figure out, like fill out my ballot beforehand and make sure that I had everything right.
Okay, what was it like with Michelle Obama? Tell me about that day. What was the concept that day? She played herself, right?
Yeah, she did. It was crazy. Like, the Secret Service came to the set a couple weeks before she was on the show, and they just like scope out the area and everything. And then everybody was so nervous to meet her for the first time. And it was really nice. She took a picture with like the whole crew and the cast of the show and everybody, so we have that like to keep forever.
And then she played herself, and what was the role about? What was the
in the
plot?
episode, my dad's in the military on the show, so she came to be on the show to kind of talk to military kids, sort of through iCarly.
Did you meet her daughters?
Yeah, I've met them before.
What were they like? They're fans of the show, right?
Yeah, they make her watch iCarly, so they have a lot to do with why she was on the show, because she'd seen it before, so it gave her the idea.
Did you go to the White House at all?
I've been to the White House, yeah. Yeah.
What was it like for you as a kid when you look back? You didn't go to high school. Did you go to middle school?
I went to elementary school. My last year of regular school was 6th grade.
So what was life like for you? The tutors would come to the set?
Yeah.
I mean, how did you balance? How did you study? How did you work the hours?
Well, the thing is, I'd have to do schoolwork every weekend. That was the hard part, because you can't really fit enough into every day on set because we were filming the show. So I'd meet with them on the weekend on set, and I had tutors, like chemistry tutor, math tutor, and then English, like all the different subjects, and they'd come.
Were you able to concentrate well?
Most of the time, sometimes no. I mean, it's hard, especially when you're going from like filming a scene and then you go straight to like the schoolroom for 30 minutes to try to do schoolwork, and then you go back out to do a scene again. So it's very like back and forth.
Now that you're USC and you go to class and everything, do you ever feel you missed high school?
I was nervous about that. Like when I first started at USC, my biggest issue was I felt like I didn't know what I was doing because I hadn't ever really been, at a school on a campus. And now that I know some other kids there, I realize like all the freshmen feel that way. Like maybe not as much as me, but they definitely feel like nervous about being on a campus.
Now, you got your big break, I'm told, starring in School of Rock with Jack Black. What was it like working with him?
It was great. It was like one of the first things I ever did, and he like taught me what improv was. I had no idea what that was. And he made it fun because he'd do different things every take, so it didn't get boring. It's not like doing the same thing.
He's funny.
Yeah, he's really funny.
All right, when did singing begin?
I started singing pretty much because of iCarly, because I got to do the theme song to the show, and then the theme song like randomly charted on Billboard, and I ended up getting to make an album.
Did you know you could sing?
Yeah, I'd been taking singing lessons since I was little, but I'd never been in a studio before, and I never thought that I was gonna get to make an album or be a singer.
Now, you went on a United States tour last year. You made headline. Your bus crashed. You broke a neck. What happened?
Yeah, it was crazy. I was, you sleep on the way to your next gig, and I was sleeping on the bus at like 3, 4 in the morning, and we ran into a semi truck.
Where was this?
It was in Illinois. And we were just kind of on our way to the next state. And then I was asleep, but when I woke up, my ankle was broken. I kind of flew out of the bunk where everybody sleeps at night on the tour bus. And it sucks because it's not that big of a deal, I guess, like breaking your ankle, but I couldn't do any more.
Anybody get badly hurt?
The bus driver was hurt the most, but he's driving again, so that's good.
Now, you were a brand ambassador for Neutrogena, the skin, the soap, right? The Wave for Change. What was that all about?
It's pretty much, I've used Neutrogena since I was really young, and I've like had my makeup done since I was pretty young, so I know about like trying to keep your skin clear. I got to work with them. I'm still working with them now.
Do you pinch yourself? Do you ever say to yourself, how did all this happen to me?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm a kid.
Yeah. For sure, I feel like it's kind of crazy. Especially now that the show ended, I feel like I was so busy, like just doing stuff for the show. I never really got a chance to stop and be like, wow, like, can't believe I got to do all this crazy stuff and travel and all these things I would have never been able to do.
Rather be an actress or a singer or both?
I like acting the most, but I do like music too.
iCarly star Miranda Cosgrove will tell us what's next after this. We're back with the very talented young Miranda Cosgrove. She's a student at the Trojans of University of Southern California. Tell me about Margot. You're Margot in Despicable Me. Who is she and what does she do?
She's an orphan in the movie that Gru adopts, is Steve Carell. And I'm really excited because this next movie she gets a little older. She's supposed to be, I think, like 13 in the movie.
You in the first one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she's definitely aged a little bit.
It was a big hit, too.
The first one was, I don't think people expected it to do that well. And I like the Minions. I have one of them on the bed.
Your role models, I'm told, are Kristen Wiig and Tina Fey, right?
Yeah, I love them.
Do you like doing comedy?
I love comedy, and I love like women in comedy. And Kristen Wiig for sure. I think she's great.
Have you met them?
I have actually, yeah.
What haven't you done? Who'd you like to work with?
I'd love to work with Kristen Wiig. I think Tina Fey is awesome too.
She's hysterical.
Yeah, she's so funny. I love 30 Rock. I love that they actually write a lot of the stuff that they act in. So I think that's really cool.
When do you record again?
I actually just recorded a couple days ago, and I think I'm gonna go in like 2 or 3 more times to record for Despicable Me, and then maybe start some new music.
Now, you must have obviously made a lot of money. How is that handled?
It's crazy. I never really splurged or did anything with my money until recently I finally got a place.
Well, when you're up to 18, your parents handled it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they did. And I just didn't really think about it. I was I guess kind of busy just doing things and thinking about the show. So I didn't ever really think about it.
What do you think your next career move is? You want to finish school,
yeah,
right?
I want to go to USC, and I'm going to try to act at the same time because that is really what I want to do. But I definitely want to graduate from college.
Do you see yourself in movies, television, what? But let's say 5 years from now, what is Miranda Cosgrove doing? She's be 24 years old.
Wow.
She'll have a boyfriend.
Yeah, a boyfriend would be good.
Might be engaged.
Maybe.
You want to be a mother? You want to have family?
Yeah, I definitely want a family. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I really, right now I'm just focusing on school and doing a good job at USC, getting used to the workload.
You got to stay on top of things because some child stars outgrow the talent. You know, they eventually they get into other things and they find another. You don't see yourself becoming a certified public accountant.
I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the exciting thing about college. You get to figure out other things you're interested in. But right now, I just really want to act.
Are boys kind of apprehensive about approaching you because you're well known, you're pretty, you got all this attention? You know, anybody dates you, people are going to know you and not know them.
I don't know. I feel like I get a little of both. Like sometimes people will come up to me more because of that, and then sometimes like the people that I really like won't come up to me. So I don't know. Sometimes it can be hard to. It's really hard to meet.
How have your parents handled your fame?
I think they were as surprised as I was because, like I was saying, they weren't in the entertainment business. And they didn't know anything about it when I first started. But yeah, I feel like my parents have helped me a lot just because, knowing that they're there for me.
Best of luck to you, dear.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Great meeting you. Thanks to my guest, Miranda Cosgrove. And remember, you can find me at King's Things on Twitter. Thanks for joining us. Join us again for another edition of Larry King Now.